I was discussing with someone this morning social networking and the fiasco that much of it has become. I was telling them about my middle son. We were talking on Yahoo, and he said that he had found the profile of my brother, and my son kind of chuckled and he said, "Did you know that he was a 23-year-old bodybuilder?" And I said, "No, I thought he was a 45-year-old drunk." Now that is not funny, and it was insensitive of me to say at the time. But he was not 23 years old. If he had ever tried to build his body, he failed miserably and should never try that again. But when you take on a friend on Facebook, and I was noticing this morning that my Google Plus page is getting the same way. The people that are your friends, you do not hear from directly. They quote other people's words. They put signs and posters up, jokes and deep thoughts of somebody else. So the person that I call friend, I do not know. And if I were to go and make my way to heaven, and I were standing right next to that friend from Facebook or Google Plus, I would not know them, and we would probably not be able to have a good conversation. And I don't mean good by clean and upright and everything. What I mean is good by an interchange of thoughts and ideas because we know each other. To me, and call me corny, call me out of touch or out of the loop, but to me, a friend is somebody who feels who you are. And I told this person that I was talking to this morning, even when I discuss one sentence with somebody, I cannot feel who they are. Because not only are they hiding behind a monitor of a computer, but they're hiding behind a monitor in their minds. They know they do not have to make themselves real and full and flesh themselves out, so to speak. All they have to do is be what they want to be. There is no reality to it. There is no surety that the person they're talking to is being truthful. So Robin might be talking to Batman and they don't know it. The society has come to a place where man, as the Bible says, not only is so engrossed in self, have become more lovers of themselves than they do of God, their Creator, but they desire to hide that self that they've learned to love so much, or misrepresent it in such a way that the person will say, "You don't look anything like your picture." That's because that wasn't their picture. It was their twin sisters, or it was somebody else's. They can relieve themselves of total and profound loneliness and still not put themselves out there for the world to see. And I fail to understand what's so wrong about a world that is not stocked with perfect people, and many times sane people, to see who you really are. Do you hate yourself that much that you hide everything you are, everything you stand for, and then when something happens to where you have to declare yourself, you say, "Oh, I was always for that. I was always a Christian." And then when they say that it's deny Christ or die, then you go back to your denying self. I know a lot of times that my videos are laced with sarcasm. But reality and sarcasm go hand in hand. What kind of reality do you think exists when everybody is walking around not being themselves, not trying to truthfully understand themselves, not trying to fully change the things that they're so ashamed of? What kind of reality is that? What kind of bold society will have you hiding behind a computer and saying things that you would not normally say otherwise? Think about it, friends. I know I'm not going to hear from my friends. I never do, but that's all right. We're going to keep on keeping on, because God has shown me that before He takes me, before I leave here, and He gives me my desired rest, He wants me to declare these things so that they're out there, and if they become a stumbling block to somebody or a step up, then so be it. But the words need to be said. True, provocative, profound reality needs to be faced. And we need to say to ourselves, I don't care if other people don't like me. If my Creator is satisfied with me, if I am satisfied with my Creator and my progress in reaching out to Him, then what does it matter? God bless you. God keep you. Until that day that we meet in the clouds. Jesus is standing at the door. Maranatha.